Hello, everybody. All of you are welcome in this green camp of English speaking courses. Here, today, I am going to discuss some of the ideas and viewpoints on environment, seasons, climate, subsequently, natural calamities, pollution, and natural catastrophe. So, let us start. In the very beginning, I am to declare it is not for zero level students, though they may attempt to learn from here. I think it is for the beginner. So let us start. How many seasons can you experience in your country? How many types of seasons are there? We can say in my country, we can experience maximum 6 seasons. That is supposed to be spring season, summer season, monsoon means rainy season, post rainy season, and then autumn, which is very to be discussed in detail, and subsequently winter is the last season of the year. However, I have used in my country, actually my country, from the viewpoint of seasons and from olden history of my nation, it is supposed to be, I think, a subcontinent or a continent in itself. So I think these 6 seasons are found in my subcontinent, in my country. However, out of them, summer lasts a bit longer in west and middle regions of my country, and spring season, autumn season, they are for very short tenure, but they are very enjoyable. Next, do you prefer any one season to continue throughout the year, or should season keep changing? I think it is impossible to hope a season to remain continuous throughout the year, simply because each season has its own particular tenure to function thereunto in the environment. If any season remains for the whole year, then I think life will soon disappear from our planet. Next, according to climate, persons, our human moods are changed, affected or not? Reply: yes, our body reacts to our climate. If our climate is hot, our body loses water and electrolytes in the form of perspiration. When these elements are in short supply, brain can't work efficiently. Consequently, our emotions change and are reflected in our mood. So I think very much climatic impacts affect mental mood, mental state, and human mental state. Next question: what are the threats to our climate and what are the consequences of it? Very good burning question is here. So let us discuss. Pollution is the greatest threat to our environment. Pollution leads to global warming, which is responsible for a disturbance in weather cycle in most countries, not only in India but in the whole world. This scenario can be seen. In addition, the rising temperature of earth increases sea water levels, which is very dangerous for coastal areas, as they can be drained underwater. Next, do you wear different clothes in different seasons? Yes, I prefer cotton cloths during summer because cotton helps in maintaining body temperature. I wear woolen cloths in winter so that I can protect my body from cold weather. Last, I prefer wearing raincoats in monsoon so that I do not get wet while I move out during the rain. Next question. Give one major environmental problem of your area, city, and what are the solution with you? Reply. The most disturbing problem of my city is the pollution of smogs of vehicles and industries. The smog creates a fog in evening which causes irritation to eyes and our respiratory system. I think in my city the authorities should stop petrol and diesel, auto rickshaw and buses. They should also introduce better traffic management system so that congestion in traffic can come down. Government should also regulate the emission of industries so that people of my city get clean and healthy air to breathe. Next question. What are the major sources of pollution? Very good burning question is here. Its reply. The major sources of pollution are the emission from automobiles, industries like cement, steel, chemicals, etc. The smoke of wood burning in forest and other countryside areas also add to our pollution. Next, dumping of garbage and chemical waste in sea, waters and land too increases water and land pollution levels. Next, what type of solutions provided by government to protect from catastrophe and calamities by terrible aspects of nature? Actually, this is a very good question related to calamities and catastrophe management. However, it is very general question for common human being, so we are to discuss. Government should take two-stage approach for this. First, they can take precautionary measures, for example, implementation of efficient system that can predict calamities like earthquake, tsunami or hurricanes in advance. In addition, they should train people to face such calamities and protect themselves. What is more, they should also shift the people from dangerous areas to other safe areas. Second approach is rescue. If a calamity occurs, there should be a disaster management team that can take charge of the affected areas. Moreover, government should open relief camps to provide food and shelter to affected people. Such type of general questions and ideas presented by me here for your amplification of ideas. So learn all these and amplify all your ideas again and again for your own practice. Thank you.